Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. That's a first. Hey, how y'all doing? How's your day going? Ooh, found it. Found what I was looking for. Did y'all have a good day today? Did y'all have a good breakfast? Did y'all enjoy work? Are you guys getting off work soon? It is Friday, nigga. Friday. What's up? How are you enjoying your Friday, huh? Are you on your way home? Getting ready for a great evening? Are you gonna have any drinks? Or y'all pools? Or y'all at the beach? What are y'all doing today? Because in my city, it's a beautiful day. Let's start there. It's a beautiful day. The weather is 64 degrees where I'm at. So that means no beach for me. Like if I had a personal pool behind my house, then I would go in it, right? But because I don't have a personal pool on a 64-degree weather, I'm not jumping in nobody's pool. I would get, well, I won't say nobody. If I had friends that had, then yeah. But if it's like the outside, I'm not. Unless it's hot, it has to be like 80, 90 for me to go jump into that city pool. And even sometimes that's not good. But by then, at least they recleaned it, I hope. Anyways, so let's get on track, guys. So, I was watching what I was watching from the other day, that what we were talking about. And, they gave that girl 15 years. She went in there thinking, they went back in there thinking that they was going to get a less time period, right? They went back in there thinking that they was going to get it for lower because there were other cases where they were what you call that? There were other cases that the girl that people has gotten off, that people have had a lesser time, that people didn't really serve any time and stuff like that, because I think what made her case different, and in her case what actually irks my soul and will forever irk my soul, is that her, the way she's a, let's start there. She's a young girl, right? She's a younger girl. She's 23 years old, right? And she got in a relationship with a guy whom she said was abusive or whatever, right? Now, what was going on with them right now, see, the difference is, in a lot of cases where, let's say you was in the car, your boyfriend ran in with the bag of money and told you to drive, and once you drove, you both got in trouble, went to jail, or you said you was gonna come pick up your boyfriend and he just shot up the place or whatever, that he ran and jumped in the car and you didn't know and you drove off. The I don't know part, when you really legitly don't know no parts about it, when you didn't play no type of role. He just said, let's go out for the weekend. Oh, let's go someplace. And let's fly. Or let's drive someplace. You ain't sure, honey? Let's do that. That sounds like fun. Let's go. You go to dinner. You're hanging out. And all of a sudden, all his friends are there. And you're like, I thought it was going to be us. And his friends are there. And you're like, you know what? Fuck it. Everybody come. That's all I have fun. I like them guys anyway. They can come with him, you know. And then y'all go outside. And he has you asking you to do weird things. Like you're supposed to go to a club and you're not dressed the proper way. You're wearing Crocs and you're like, we can't go to a club and we looking regular. And he's asking for certain people and you're like looking at him like, what's going on? And he has your phone, took your phone from you, and he's texting somebody on your phone. And you like, what are we doing right now? Why you have my phone texting your friend? You can't use your phone to text your friend? Like, you don't know. You driving around together, and then when you drive off, You hear a bunch of shooting, and you're like, oh my God, what happened? What are we doing? Oh, snap. You legitly don't know what's going on, you get a pass. Because she didn't know, you know what I mean? She's an innocent. She didn't play no parts. That girl was on the phone calling Airbnbs. That girl was let him, well, I won't say let him, because he probably took the phone. Keep trying to say that because that's what other people have said too, and I've put the two and two together. And then once they get caught, the lawyers is telling her to do not call that man. You were together, you're not together now. Do not call him. She's on the phone with him making 10 calls, 9 calls a day, and his mama is telling the court that you are telling her you don't care what they talking about, you gonna call that man. And then on the phone call, they got you saying that all the witnesses are dead. And then when they interview, when they take you for your for the interrogation, instead of you not breaking down because the guy passed away that you didn't know, but because you're in a bad predicament and you don't want your life ruined, right? You don't want your life ruined. Instead of you saying, I don't know what happened, he da da da, and I'm a victim too. Like, I don't know what's going on. He was beating my ass too. Instead of confessing to what's going on, you're acting like you're in the TV show Power, or you're in some gangster movie and you're the gangster girlfriend. And they're asking you questions. Do you know this one and that one? And you're like, I don't know them. I don't know them. Did you go to an Airbnb? That wasn't me. It's a joke. Everything is funny. You don't know. And then the cops are like, oh, so you don't know this guy? The guy you standing next to? You see him right here? That's you, right? Yes, that's you. Okay. You don't know him? And you're like, okay, I know him. Or I don't know him. No, I don't. I don't know him. And they show you the other guy, and they know because they got cameras, so they see the guys going in the back of the house when you coming in the front, to front like other people aren't there. And they got cameras, so they see the guys running in the back, and you letting them in the door. You can't make it up. There are cameras everywhere. They seeing everything. You calling an Airbnb, checking for Airbnbs. You going with your boyfriend to the club in Crocs and asking, speaking to the guy that gets murdered. You're speaking to his friends and giving that information back to your boyfriend. And back to the other guy who was the main killer. And you acting like you don't know the main guy that's on your phone because your boyfriend is using it to text them. At the same time telling the cops, after saying you don't know him, telling the cops that yeah, he was going to pick up his brother. Who's his brother? The main guy in charge. And the house full of niggas. You're the only girl. You're the only girl. Only one muchacha. The only girl. And you're in a house full of niggas. And you don't know what's going on. You don't hear no conversations. They have assault rifles. They have guns. They have one ninja that can't stop singing and gyrating and because he ain't mentally all there. And you don't know nothing. And you're the only woman in the house. Who we what are we talking about? And you're the only girl there. The only woman. In a house full of ninjas. And you don't know nothing. And you don't know that there are other men in the house. The same men that came outside and put in the code for the door. Coming in and out after you go in, one come out like that. You don't know them niggas you passing by. And you're the only female in the house. I wanted to feel bad for her. I wanted to feel bad for Sean Gary too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Get right, whatever his name is. I wanted to feel bad for him too. I was like, oh shit, they set that kid up. They made him do it. That's the assumption. That's everybody's first assumption. Until you find out he's shooting up places. He killed a football player. He did this. Why? How you know he did it? Because all the bullets, all the casings, and all the information is on his phone from all three situations. That's how the cops put it all together. So he was going down anyway. Because the cops got the information from the other murder of the football player and the house that he shot up. And it's him shooting into the car that killed Fulio. They was shooting on the sides and shit, but he was shooting in the front. Like, make it make sense, love. Make it make sense. She fried herself. And then it's like the audacity and the interrogation not to just tell the truth. If you had nothing to do with it, don't sit there like you gangsta boo. I know nothing. I know. And the cops are showing you proof after proof of where you was, love. Of where you was. They're showing you where you were. You was busted. If I was her, I would just told the truth. Like, he made me, da da da. And the fact that when the lawyers told you not to contact that boy, and you contacted him 10 times a day after they told you, that means if they telling you not to do it, it's not because they don't want you to do it. They don't care what you do in your own time. It's because the judge and the law is telling them to tell you, girl, sit the fuck down and start moving. Be quiet. Stop it. Because it's going to make your case look worse. We can't help you if you continue to do that. And you don't think the judge is taking accountability of all that? You don't think they're putting it all together, dummy? You may have not did this, but you just, everything you doing is the fucking same. Dumb. You have no remorse right now. She thought today that she was going to walk out that thing and they was going to put her in the car and she was going to go home to her baby. She ain't seeing her baby until he or she start walking. If they allow her visits to see her child, she won't see him She'll see him through the phone. Just like I'm seeing y'all seeing me. This is how she gonna see her baby. She gonna be able to hold her baby. She gonna be able to rock her baby back to sleep while it's still a baby. She ain't gonna be able to kiss her baby on the head. She ain't gonna be able to do none of that. Tell her, mommy love, none of that. Oh, you're gonna be so kind. You're gonna be, she ain't gonna get nothing. Everything through here. Well, she gotta do it this way. But she can't touch her child until she get out in 15 years. Hell, they may let her out in 10. They may let her out in 13. I don't really know. We're gonna see if they decide to let her out around 10 years or less. We're gonna see. But she thought for sure she was getting 10 years, 9 years, maybe 5 years in the walkout now. But she couldn't get that. You know why she couldn't get that? Because of everything else she was doing. She wasn't honest with the cops. She was acting like she a gangster, but she up there, the lawyers is telling her, and they're telling the judge, she's not listening to us. After you told us to tell her, then just sit down. So the fact that you're not listening to me now, when your life is in my fucking hands, you're gonna sit there, dummy. Because I can't let you back out in these streets. And you do this for a second time playing innocent. Because you're giving Queen Pin, love. You're giving Queen Pin. You're giving you knew that you was like one of the ninjas. That you was in there with a bunch of dudes and you're one of the guys. You're one of the guys. Is what you was given to the courts. You got lucky you didn't get life. You got lucky you didn't get 2 year, third. You lucky. You got only manslaughter. And you would have had it lower. You probably would have had it lower. You probably would have been walking out today. If you would have listened to the court when they told you to stop calling that man. You sitting there, I'll do what I want. I'll call him 10 times a day. Because that's what I gotta do. You in front of the judge and everybody like, yo, you can leave him now. If he's beating on you, if he was harming you, you get to get away because you'll never see him again. He's not coming out of jail. He's in there for life. You'll never see him again. Through this phone. And she's in there, well, I gotta do what I gotta do to save. You don't have to save yourself no more. You'll never see him again if you don't pick up. He'll never see his kid except for over the phone. You could have been with your kid right now if you'd have listened. But because you gangsta boo, you little tiny thing, you weigh barely 100 pounds. You look like you weigh 90 pounds straight. You look like if I flick you, you're gonna roll. If I tap you, your whole body gonna fly across the room. If I scream at you, you're in the wind. Stop the shit. This is not me being mean to another woman, to a mother, but she's a young girl. And she's acting gangster. And that attitude, that I do what I want to do, will keep you locked up. She ain't gonna get it till tonight. She's not gonna get it till tonight, tomorrow, a couple of weeks, a couple of months from now, when them holidays start kicking in. And she can't hold her baby. She can't sit down and have Thanksgiving. She can't have a birthday. Whenever her birthday is, she's done for her birthday for the next 10 years. Next 15 years. Whenever she gets out. Usually people get out a little bit before that. Just they got 15. They may get out 30, whatever. That's why I keep saying that. She might be in there for 10 years. She won't get into 10 years from now. How much she's going to miss of life. How much her child won't even know his or her mother. How she's going to be telling them, hey, son, or hey, daughter, sit down, da-da-da. They're like, sit down, bitch, who the fuck? Like, you just got out. You trying to tell me what to do? It's going to be crazy. It's crazy for the ones that's every day with their kids. Every day with them babies that grow up. Every day with them. And they showing their booty. It is crazy. It is insane. And I want to feel bad for her, but I'm angry because she wasted her life. She had an opportunity to get away from someone whom she said was harming her. But she's calling him 10 times a day, and the courts are telling you, don't call them. Don't call them. That's why I'm mad. I'm mad because she didn't have to be in there. I'm mad because they probably would have gave her a lower number if she could have just listened to the law when it was in her face. And I feel like that's the reason why she's sitting there. That's why probably everybody's like, why didn't she get off? Why didn't she just get 10 years? Why did she get 15 years? Because of all the information they got on her. And she wasn't a major part, but she played a part. She may not have took a life, but damn near took a life. She should have never been there. She should have gotten an Uber herself and went back home. She should have played sick that night. She should have not been there. She wanted to be with her boyfriend at Airbnb while he's there with his friends, whatever. Alright, cool. When they would have left, before they left, oh my God, my stomach hurts. I don't feel so good. Oh my God. Stay the fuck home. And get your shit and go your ass back. Is what I would have did. Or if she would have stayed in that Airbnb, at least she wasn't part of the shooting. They may have said you called around. Oh, he forced me to. But she wasn't even smart enough to do that. And she claimed she was a substitute teacher. And she's a young, but at 23, I was a little bit smarter. At 23, I don't know. Maybe she has a mental breakdown. I don't know what it was. But I know what made it worse for her was her not listening to the court when they were telling her to get off their phone. But, you know, to each his own. That's her life. She's going to be in there for however long they choose to keep her. Good luck to her. My life goes on. Like, that's just how it be. It's just like, damn, son. Damn, son. What the hell? Fuck. Anyways, hope y'all live your life, live your passion. I'll be back with another. You know, I'm being back, alright? Child, like, girl. It's not that I want to be but you made it hard on you. You did this to you. Anyways, I'll be back.